Probation back a long time ago was completely different than it is today.
The relationships with probation have been beautiful from the top on down.
The youth that have been part of our circle, if they could have it their way, they'll hang out with the probation every day.
I did a year in the county, and then eventually my doing what I wanted to do landed me to where the judge denied probation and remanded me to the Department of CDC. This place saved my life because the resources they provided, the care and the concern for us, like we weren't just crooks or we weren't just a number. We were people that we could be rehabilitated and we could be back into society. I just know they were understanding. They how can we help? Can we get you into this program? If you have any questions, if you have any problems, let us know. So it was nothing like I ever anticipated it to be.
I spent a lot of time in incarceration and as an adult. As a juvenile, I say 21, 20 years. I was able to have a passionate probation officer that believed in me by the name of McCarthy. Every month, I would start coming in with my support letters. It got to the point where I was just harassing him. Hey, I need to get off probation, I need to get off probation. With the partnerships and collaborations that have happened with all sorts of grassroots organizations, it's brought that factor where, hey, you know what, probation ain't the bad system. Probation ain't trying to just lock us up. They're trying to work with us. Relationships with the probation now that started with Mr. McCartney, it's a whole different light. We're all humans and we do what we do for the public safety of the community. We all have that same mission that we want a healthy community. So any individuals or systems that collaborate for that blossoms into a beautiful collaboration.
I've been in the department for 10 years. I would say when I first came on, it was more of enforcement versus now, especially with juveniles. We work a lot with incentives and sanctions, working with our community partners, finding those resources for the youth and the families. I ran in a 5K. There was 3 female youth that were in custody, and now working with our Escondido Community Rap program, I've been able to participate in a most recent bike ride at the beach. They see it now as, I'm there to support them, to help them through and participate in these positive events when, mom has to work, dad has to work, they can't go. With the Escondido Community Rap, we are collaborating with the local PD so that some of that disconnect can be dealt with. It makes me feel like I'm making a difference for them, but helping probation as a whole, because then the kids and our partners and the parents see that probation is not, the bad guy.
By the age of 16, I had already been shot and stabbed. In my little, 2-block radius, there was a lot of gang involvement. There's always been that stigma between community and police department. So just picture now gangs. We're on the opposite, way on the opposite side. And so it was like, we don't associate with the police department, with probation. We put them all under the same umbrella. During that time, I'm also pastor in the community, so a lot of the youth and families we were serving within the system were the same families that I was serving in the community. During Thanksgiving season, we all collaborated and we were able to distribute 1,000 turkeys. There was a couple thousand families that came out. Probation was part of that, police department, all the community-based organizations came out. And one of the ideas that that came out was they wanted to spend more time with the probation department. They wanted you guys to attend to a softball game. They wanted to do a jog together. They wanted to ride bikes together. And so our first annual bike ride was organized, and it took a couple months, but it finally got approved. And this came from our youth and families. I envision probation, police department, everyone working together for the same cause. I envision the community and the village becoming that village to help raise that child or that family.